Hi everybody, it's Eugene Driscoll again. Actually, I'm not in front of the camera, I'm behind the camera as I'm speaking, but it's the Great Give 36-hour fundraiser, ends at 8 p.m. tonight. We're doing this interview on the go, doing it live sort of at the new field house that is under construction in Derby, Connecticut, right off Chatfield Street, right? And joining me is Derby School Superintendent Matthew Conway. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
And sir, what was your name again?
Rich Longhi with Turner Construction.
With Turner Construction.
Yep.
And I promise not to walk in and kill myself as I walk backwards here, Rich. I can sense the thing.
We
so
appreciate that.
Where are we right now? What are we looking at?
We're in the area that is designated as the weight room. Once it's all complete, so it'll be filled with all kinds of training equipment for our athletes by sport to keep them in shape during the off season. And so it's going to be a real neat place for them with all the equipment that's been really individually selected by a national rep for Matrix thanks to the great support of the Edge Gym. So Jim Sansoni from the Edge Gym, one of the owners there, has been very instrumental in identifying what that equipment needs to be, putting us in direct contact with their national rep, getting us their rates on the equipment, which has allowed us to do something really special for the athletes.
I mean, and what's the total square footage of the building that we're in right now? And what's the formal name? Because I'll make a mistake.
J.R. Payden Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse being two words in this case, but the J.R. Payden Fieldhouse.
All right.
Total square footage about
roughly 19,000 square feet.
Wow. Okay. And before I hit the record button, you gentlemen were telling me about a beam up there. I don't know how well you can see it from a cell phone, but it's a signed beam with lots of signatures on it. Tell me the significance of that, if you would.
Sure. So prior to this beam going up, we had it placed up at the high school for a few days and over a weekend to allow everybody from the community to come in and actually sign the beam. So that those names will always be on that beam. We felt the most appropriate placement was here in the weight room for that. That section that you see that's taped out in the middle. Once the room is just about complete, we'll get up there with a lift and put the Derby logo on the beam itself.
And you know, I live on Hawthorne Avenue, so I see how active this site is. A lot. I mean, not that it's a disturbance at all, but the amount of work being done here is incredible.
Yes.
Do you know how many jobs is this project created here for the local economy?
Well, we've got roughly 20 subcontractors. Then there's obviously a lot of vendors and subcontractors and things that contribute and participate in the project. We roughly have, 35, anywhere from 35 and sometimes at peak to 60 men, women, workers. So, but then that's represented through the 20 or so companies that are under us, who is the general contractor.
And are you working on the weekends? Is there? Because I know you're on a deadline to try to get the building done.
Put that on film. Yes.
Sorry.
We're really trying to finish and get in time for graduation. So sometimes those Saturdays are important to keep on track.
And when is it supposed to open? I think it's July?
No, hopefully for this building right now, the substantial completion date as of yesterday is June 13th for the building and May 21st for the field.
Wow, so that's
a couple weeks away.
Yeah, that's 2019.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. See, you should be the reporter.
That's right.
Dr. Conway could have slipped that right by me. So that's amazing. All right, what do you guys?
And it is 2019, meaning in a couple weeks.
Yeah, a month from now, you're gonna have.
You got it.
It's May 2nd. Gotcha.
Yeah.
What do you want to show me next?
All right.
Concessions.
As you know, one of the cuisine orders at our football games is the Raider dog. So we'll take a tour now of where we'll be serving thousands of Raider dogs out of over the next coming years.
So there's kind of a nice vantage here. You have the football field, and then feeding down from up above, you see the stairs on either side. And this is kind of a focal point here, with the two concession stands here.
Oh wow, gotcha. Yeah. And so, and actually what we're looking at here to the right, the football field, that is a separate project.
That is correct.
It is.
Wow, so this really, okay. I'm trying to, in my head, picture what it was before. So, yeah, this building's right there. It's beautiful.
And then as you notice, the Derby red is proudly displayed everywhere. And, this is the most finished space in the building right now as we're progressing through. This is kind of where we started. So there's the bathrooms, showers, and this is the football locker room.
Oh, wow, okay.
So you can see how quickly things, as Dr. Conway mentioned, can change from week to week. And when you get to this point, and ceilings and light fixtures are starting to go in, and we're really moving into it pretty quickly. Finished paint is going on. Soon there'll be bathroom fixtures, and these ceilings will all be closed, and there'll be lights on. So this was just to give you an example of how far along we are, because some of the other spaces are not quite as far as long.
Right, yeah, yeah. Is this one of Turner's larger jobs that you've handled recently, or is this just par for the course
Well,
for the
it's
company?
funny because, you know, in Connecticut, Westchester, not to make this a commercial for Turner, our average size job is really 8 million. But yet we do have these whale projects that we could, consider the 100 million plus. There are those. But even something of this magnitude, the intensity of it, the detail of it, all the things that had to come together, and the history of just, where we started and where we are, takes the same, effort. There's just less people. It's just, myself and Craig pretty much on the project as a project engineer, but it doesn't lack the same challenges that a larger project had, to just be more people. But we've had a great team, from the owner to the designers, and everybody's working together, and now we're down the home stretch.
Yeah, this is it. How's it feel when you see something like this? I mean, obviously what this is going to mean for Derby, the tradition that's already in place in the city of Derby, how does that feel as a worker to get this done?
It's exciting. I mean, I see the passion in the town with their sports. It's always fun to be on a job that's part of sports. But they're definitely passionate about it, and I think they're really excited too, from what the original field house looked like compared to what they're getting. And by the way, in any town would be proud of this, regardless of what they had. This is pretty magnificent. These are just some of the public bathrooms. Same idea. We're pretty much in the same place as we are in the other areas.
And how often are you talking, Dr. Conway, to Joe and Payden about the progress of this particular project?
Oh, multiple times throughout the week. I owe her a phone call right now after we're done this to give her some updates.
I don't know if you want to upstairs.
Yes, you can do that. Where's the elevators down this way also? Just a heads up where that'll be.
Okay.
So there'll be an elevator
This is
right
actually starting tomorrow.
in this area.
Emergency generator just came, so. All right.
Want to head this way? You have stairs in over there as well already, Rich?
Yeah, not ready for people to walk out.
That's right.
This is the great room, which is.
The great room, you said.
Which
Okay.
is a really beautiful function room. Overlooks the football field on this side, baseball field on this side, and some really great views.
And this
Dr.
will seat
Conway,
about
yes, sir.
100 people at tables in here, so several hundred without tables, but a seated, banquet when you think about it, for a banquet room, but a seated a dinner area for 100 people just inside. And then what we can do is take a walk outside where there'll be a oval-shaped patio overlooking both fields as well that'll hold an additional number of people for any event that people want to hold here.
And I know at the beginning of this project, I think before the groundbreaking, you had talked, Dr. Conway, about this being, I don't know if this particular space is what you're talking about, but a community type, not center, but at least a meeting space of some kind.
That's exactly it.
And that's what this is.
That's what this is, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, beautiful exposed wood on the ceilings that they've designed. And then back here is all your kind of back kitchen area as a warming kitchen for preparation of the food that would then be served to any type of event that people want to hold here as well. Watch your step.
Yep.
Now, all of this area here will all be level when you walk out, one level, not going downstairs like you are now. So it'll all be brought up, and there'll be pavers as a walkway here, then going out to the cement and then to the field itself.
And this is the baseball field that we're looking at.
This is the baseball field.
And I see Payden Park. That's the first time I've noticed that the name is on the scoreboard. I don't know if the video's going to pick that up, but there it is.
You know, they just put in the dugouts, the benches have arrived, these cubbies for their helmets and their bats are all part of that. And then once they finish the stone layer here that you see out on the field, the AstroTurf will start. The curbs that go around the field, we kind of like compare it to a picture. So the frame of the picture is in, and now we're painting the picture in the inside, which is going to be the turf. So it's coming along nicely, as you can see.
How's the rain affected the job? We've had so much rain recently. I just mean the last couple of days.
You know, everything drains really well. Most of our trades in the building are inside. What happens is with the seaming, when we get to the turf part, that's where it becomes problematic during it rains. But this field really drains well, so we get rain and it's gone.
Oh, gotcha. No impact.
Yeah, it actually all goes into a collection area. That's where our trailer is, where we started the tour.
Okay.
There's the big storm collection tanks to take all this water that's generated that runs off from the field. So.
And you have bullpens on the out and off the third base line and first base line down the down right field. Batting cage, bullpens, yeah.
And then this retaining wall was significant. You may see these things on highways and things of that nature. The actual dirt was out to almost where home plate is or further. So all that soil got removed, and we basically cut into the hill to retain the earth because it used to be a softball field.
Mm-hmm.
So to create the distances that are required for baseball, actually had to cut into that hill and gradually build this whole retaining system that you see, which was significant on this project. And then the stairs that'll link the middle school and the high school down these precast stairs. We're just finishing up the area up top of the sidewalks and things of that nature. And so that...
There'll be an ivy going up this wall, so we're going to be planting ivy along the base of it. Grows at about 20 feet a year, but you'll see a nice green ivy growing up that very shortly.
And then we kind of saved the best for last.
Yeah.
Which is,
You guys seem to have done this before.
what's that?
Gone on this tour.
A couple times. You don't mind kind of going up and down here. Watch your step here.
I'm going to pull it.
No, I'm good.
Good?
Don't worry. Yeah. Thank you.
And this is one of the stairs that just got put in. They finished welding, and now we pour the treads, but there'll be two of these, one on the other side, one here. So there's really going to be a nice flow inside this building, up and down.
This stonework continues up.
Actually, that's it, and then these column covers.
Column covers.
I'm going to let Dr. Conway talk about this room.
Sure. So this will be the memorabilia room. Very important room for Joan. Her brother Bill passed away in 2013 and has a collection of memorabilia from multi-sports over a number of years, a couple decades. And she has donated that memorabilia to be on display in our memorabilia room as part of the field house. And our plan is, because there's so much, is to actually rotate the memorabilia over different seasons by the type of memorabilia that it is, and hold an event each time we change out that memorabilia by season to invite people in to see the new memorabilia.
And the memorabilia is from...
Bill Payden has collected it all over,
Okay.
multiple sports from parts of the country. So it's really a real neat collection that will be arriving in about 2 weeks. I received actually the first piece that'll go in here yesterday, which was real neat, which was actually JR from a class 1915 picture of the football team, along with a couple articles about the graduating class, mounted on a beautiful piece of aluminum. That'll be one of the items that'll be displayed in here. So it's starting to arrive.
A mini
now.
museum, not
Yes,
little. I mean,
right.
it's not
Yeah.
little. Okay.
So this will be a fireplace right here with the mantle that goes floor to ceiling. And in addition to the memorabilia, we'll have a flat screen over the fireplace with just different continuous runs of different pictures, whether it be throughout the project, throughout JR's life, some of the other memorabilia not displayed. So it'll be real nice to tell the history of really where we started back in 1915. So yeah,
Okay.
pretty neat.
You might want to get your reservation now for one of those cold football games, since you look at that view standing here in the fireplace. This might be the best seat in the house.
Yeah, look at that.
Selling tickets for this seat. Yeah.
All right. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for allowing me to come up here during the Great Give and to do something a little different. I appreciate. I know we were supposed to connect a couple of times, Dr. Conway, and I kept canceling on you, so I
This works
apologize
perfect.
for that.
It's really timing-wise works well.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
It's our pleasure.